there in a position she didn't want to be in or anything. Okay. Well, Mr. Mead is not having the best of luck right now. Dang. You call that frustration. Anybody that races knows what that's like, whether it's an OPC or an inboard or a kneeler. Sometimes they don't start or they don't run right, and they just won't get up and go. And there's nothing more frustrating than being really close and either screwing up or have something break just before you've won or done very well. All right, Kayla Huffin, a 991 out of Edmonds, Washington. This young lady is a veterinarian. Her dad, Will Huffin, the 560. Gerald Benedict in the 697. And unfortunately, it looks like Mark Mead is going to watch this one from the sidelines. Not sure what they got going on, but obviously it's not right. Down to 20 seconds. Kayla's inside. Will is out. Will's in about lane. For these boats, that could be like lane 6. They're not very wide, not very long, really light. Here they come. Get on it and hold it to the floor. Good start. See whether Kayla can hold Dad off again. I think she had the better of the props last time, and it showed. That's not a bad thing. All right, Kayla inside, Will outside. Question is Will got enough to get by? Now Will goes out quite a ways again. Kayla takes a short way around. I know well enough he's not going to give it to her. If she gets the win, she'll earn it. All right, I hear that our mods are ready to go. They are next on the docket. Then the 1.5 stock, the T-boats. Our SE, I think, is running next. At least I think that's what it was. We'll find out here in a minute. Mark Mead taking the scenic way, giving everybody a wave. Well, obviously it's working a little better than it was, but couldn't get it going in time, so they'll be back. That little Tohatsu 40 horse just didn't want to cooperate. just trying to listen in on the radio, and it is really garbage right now as far as being garbled and hard to hear. Not sure what we got there, but up the back chute goes Kayla Huff. You see how high they get the nose of those boats. You have to drive it like that because there's just not enough power to drive it any other way. You have to basically float it. And that is reminiscent of what early tunnel boats were like back in the 60s. They ran, basically, they called them not kicker boats, but packer boats, because you ran the nose a mile high, packed a whole bunch of air underneath it, and that's the only way they would go. They didn't have the propeller technology, lower unit technology, any of that at that point that we have now. They run far better today. And speaking of that, we had one of the 45s yesterday, Kevin Porter's boat, through a blade. And what was really surprising to him is he said, I never felt a vibration. It lost an entire blade. It just pitched it off the propeller. And that's not unusual. It does happen. But normally you get a lot of vibration, especially in inboards. And but he said no. He continued running it. Didn't know until he got on the beach. So interesting thing that happened. Always something that seems to happen something new that we haven't experienced before. All right, here comes Kayla Huff. All right, and your winner of Sunday's second heat, Sports Seat, Kayla Huff in the 991, Edmonds, Washington. Will Huff second place in the 560. Gary Hansen, the owner. Will out of Renton, Washington. Yeah, we got a buoy out of place down here in turn one. Unfortunately. All right, Gerald Benedict. Okay, don't stop there, buddy. Get that puppy to the dock. Get that puppy to the dock. All right, they're going to move a buoy. And it sounds like we'll have a solo run by Zach Christensen in the SC boat, getting him another heat for qualifying, and then on to 2.5 mod.